ASCO was actually formalized about 72, but I'd actually met Willie Heron and Patsy Valdez at Garfield High School. And Grunk, I met him a little bit later, but I was aware of the fact that they were, very great artists in terms of being able to draw and to paint, but they also sort of had this sort of fashion sense about them.
We were urban artists living in a city, and things going on in our lives which were sometimes maybe personal and sometimes maybe private. We weren't going to censor ourselves.
During the Chicano moratorium, in the midst of being tear gassed and chased by police officers and doing quite a number of things, that I encountered Francisca Flores as she thrust a copy of Regeneración into my hand, and she informed me, give me a call, and after I looked at the magazine, a few days later, I sent her a little note saying I really enjoyed it. She said, well, great, you're the editor now.
Harry was putting together a magazine called Regeneración, and he asked me if I wanted to participate with Patsy and Willie on this.
Being the editor, I then felt empowered to change the look of the magazine, and I wanted to bring in the people that I felt had sort of this visual power that they could contribute by doing drawings and various works, and also I felt that by bringing together this group that we could focus attention on this growing movement of Chicano art. And in the process of working with them and to create this publication, we found out a little bit about each other and realized that there was sort of a performative element in everyone, and we started to sort of expand. It was during this period that I picked up a camera and started utilizing our bodies as sort of material within the image.
And I think that's kind of why things clicked for us, because Harry had the camera and documented us throughout the time that we were seeing each other and participating and doing different projects together.
This idea that we could create an image, send it out there, with my ability to write, to provide some textual context to it, and send it out all around the world. And what started happening was people were responding to the work.
It was maybe trying to push the direction of ASCO into a more performance type of realm. And again, I didn't grow up in a vacuum just because I grew up in East LA. I mean, I did know that, the Dadas, the constructivists, the art history, all of that was very influential. To me, the ultimate thing that ASCO, and an important aspect of ASCO, was that we never asked for permission to do what we were doing. We didn't go and say, can we do this, or can we show here? It was, let's just do it. Time is short. Let's go out into the streets. I want to do an instant mural. Patsy, I'm going to tape you to the wall. Herb, I'm going to tape you to the wall. And people will look at that and think, well, what is that all about? Well, it's about oppression. It's about a situation being confined to a neighborhood. It's a culture being confined and locked in.
The term ASCO is actually Spanish for nausea. The term ASCO first appeared at a group exhibition that the original members had at Self-Help Graphics in 1974, in which we had actually titled the show ASCO. But due to the graphic design, people understood it to be the group ASCO, and as we would always respond when someone had a better answer than we did, they go, boy, that's the name of your group, and we said yes.